Hello, back again. This another video tutorial is about on how to set up Virtualhost in your Windows 7. So, kanina, earlier, um, when we access blog or POS folder in our SAMP htdoc, this one, is you need to type localhost and then you need to enter the folder name to access that one. This is pointed here. If you just type localhost, of course it will be pointed to the folder htdocs. Now let's check how to change first this one. So in your SAMP, all you need to do is to go to config and then Apache http .conf, or you can just go to drive C SAMP Apache, and then you can look for this one, http conf or configuration. Okay, so you can open that one. Oops, a second. Open the file. Alright, and then you can just drag this one here. So let's check the root folder. I think it's here. So our server root is drive C SAMP and then the Apache, but our document root by default is pointed to htdocs here. So as you can see, it's pointed to C SAMP and then htdocs. So it's here, drive C and then htdocs. That's why if we access localhost, it will be pointed to htdoc folder. So this one. Okay, remember in our previous video that we updated that one, hello world, so it is pointed. But of course, if you like to access blog or POS, then you need to add the folder name or POS, something like that, or you can access blog. So it's up to you. But now, since our video tutorial is about Virtualhost, so I'm gonna change the path of this. Instead of using localhost / and then blog or POS, then we can just simply maybe blog.localhost. I think it is better compared to the default one, as you can see that one, because of course in our website, when we access Facebook or Google, you are accessing google.com. You're not accessing like localhost or something like that. So mas maganda if ganito, or POS.localhost something or something like that, right? Or maybe my website, then localhost. Localhost meaning because we are working in our local environment, we're not in the web. So if we are in the web, then we will simply change that one. For example, it's your name, my website or my name, so you can just Juan, let's say codenijuan.com or something like that, right? In our localhost, I can use codenijuan.localhost. Localhost, since when I'm working with my website locally, so I can simply use that one instead of .com, so that I can call it like that sa local environment ko. And then once it's live, then change mo lang yung path name to .com and so on, right? So I'm going to teach you on how to do that. Okay, so we will start first with the blog. Maybe we will change that, instead of blog, we will change with my website name. Okay, so I think since it is pointed here, I can simply maybe delete this one, and then I can simply codenijuan.com or something like that. Maybe I will use not Juan, maybe one. It's better. All right, so and then To do that, so I'm gonna use code ni one.localhost. I'm gonna work with that. So we need to set up our virtual host. So to set up that one, you need to go to your Apache. So since you're Apache in your drive C, and then you need to look for your sump in drive C and then Apache, and then go to config or conf, and then look for not HTTPD, look for extra, and then look for vhost, that one. So you need to edit that virtual host or vhost. Okay, so let's edit that one. Let's check what is here. So actually there are template already, so we can use this template. Okay, so it's been commented out, so I can just copy this one. So copy natin to, and then lagay natin dito, and then remove mo lang yung number signs, and then we need to replace the value. Okay, so server admin, maybe I will just put it one.codeme1.com, something like that. It's better. And then you need to your document root. So where's the location of your project? So you need to go to sump htdoc, and then my folder name, and then I'm going to copy that one, copy, and then you need to paste, replace this one like that. Server name, of course, ang server name natin is yung nasa taas, to code ni one.localhost. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, just paste that one. Error logs, of course, we need this one also. This is very important because you can check if there is a problem sa website mo, or sa when you are developing your website. You can easily check kung anong error or anong problema if your website is not working. Okay, so you need to add, maybe I will just add it here, something like this. Copy this one, and then logs. So drive C, sump htdocs, code ni1, and then logs. You need to create the logs folder inside your folder code ni1. Okay, so need to add that one, logs, and then go back here, and then what's next? All right, and then copy this one, and then one. So access that logs. Okay, and then next is to put your code.localhost into your host. So you need to add it to your host. So where is host now? So it's located in my computer, C, Windows, and then system 32, and then drivers, etc, and then host. Okay, so you need to add it here before it so that it will work if you access code ni1.localhost. So you need to update that one, update, and then you need to put it here. And since it is localhost, the IP address if localhost is 127.0.0.1. Okay, so that's it. So after that, you need to restart your sump, or I mean your Apache server. So restart that one, stop, and then start it again. Okay, if it's green, it will meaning it is working. If there's an error, then you can, if there's an error here, then you can check the logs here. Okay, so as you can see, if you notice, the logs are automatically created once you stop and start your sump. So you notice the size is 0, so meaning there's no problem. And then pagkatapos, you need to try access your code ni1 if it's working. Alright, so if you notice, that is the output because there is no file yet added to that path. So we need to add sump and then code new one, and then you need to add here, let's say index.php. Index.php because why is it bakit ang index.php is yun ang unang file na babasahin ng Apache because it is set up to your configuration sa PHP. So to check that, you will need to open the file php.ini, or you need to go to C sump PHP and then look for what do you call this one, php.ini, and then you need to edit that one. All right, so and then I think it is here. Let's search first. 1 second. No, I think it's not in PHP. Let's check in the Apache config here. 1 second. Let's find the files. It's here. All right. So directory index. So the first one is .php and so on. So those are the files that the first one that server will call. Since we use the index.php, meaning that would be the first file that the server will call. So actually yeah, HTML is also here, index.html is here. Okay, so that's it. It's located in http.configuration, not in php.ini, but it's located in your Apache configuration, which is httpd.configuration. So you can edit it here, or you can access manually in your sump, and then right Apache, and then config, and then this one, edit this one, right? Okay, so let's go back in our index.php. I think that's not the one. Code new one, and then here let's update this one, and then we can just simply welcome to my website, codenew1.com. Right. All right, and then save. Need to save, and then close it one, and then refresh it again. There you go. Okay, so that's how to set up a virtual host in your local environment using Windows 7 and then SAMP. Actually, you can also access that one, localhost, and then copy that one, and then like that. It's not localhost. It's not localhost because that's the name of our virtual host, but it should be .com. It's the folder name. All right, so that's the folder name. I think that should work also. It doesn't work. Okay. All right. So because we set up already the what do we call it, virtual host for this. What do we call this one, for this localhost website, my website? Okay, so it's up to you guys it's up to you if you're going to use the basic way, like for example localhost something, and then codenew1.com, the folder name, like that. Because if you're not going to use Virtualhost, then you can use this one. So it's up to you. Are you going to use this one, or are you going to use this one? I think this one is better compared to this. Okay, so that is how to set up a virtual machine in your Windows 7. Okay, so if you're going to remove that one, then I can simply remove that one. So all you need to do is you need to go to your host and then comment that one, save, and then close, and then I think you just simply restart this one and then run it. and then try localhost. Yeah, that's one, that's right. And then go back to Virtualhost, and then you can remove this one and then restart it again, I think. Yep. And then let's try to access codeme1.com. That would be the folder name. This one, some codeme1.com. There you go. So it's go back now to the default one. So it's up to you if you're going to use this kind of setup, localhost, blah blah blah. You need to type localhost again, or just simply codeme1.localhost, and then you can access your localhost web like that or like this, right? So I think that's for this video tutorial. So thank you, and see you in the next video.